Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. I'm back with an all new live nightly digital show. This is Catch Up Tuesday. Got a few things that I need to catch up on. But first, Browns star running back Nick Chubb going for the season after suffering a devastating injury. Jason Whitlock, he's at it again. He can't keep Coach Prime out of his head. Also, Coco Gauff takes the U.S. Open. And sad news about Winning Time. Winning Time is canceled after 2 seasons. I'm going to get into my thoughts about that. Plus more here tonight on Talking and Grubbing, live nightly digital show that tips off right here and right now. Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to a brand new Talking and Grubbing live nightly digital show. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday night? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a live nightly digital show. You know, life happened, and also I've been busy with the NFL doing the dinner and Sunday night football live streams as well as the Monday night football live streams, but definitely going to be doing this more at least Tuesday through Friday. And well, just in case I have a Thursday night football live lined up, I'll be doing these live nightly digital shows. Also, make sure you smash the like button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, smash the heart or the like button. If you're watching on Twitter or Twitch, smash the heart button. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm doing good. What's up, Sawyer? How you doing? I'm glad everybody loved the hoodie at school. All right. Tell everybody. Did you tell everybody about the site? Tell everybody about the site and get the merch, man. Thank you for supporting the store, man. Thank you. Yano Weezy, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Yep, this is Catch Up Tuesday. There's some stories I've been wanting to catch up on. Got my dinner here. Got some broccoli and chicken. Well, baked chicken, excuse me. About to get into this right now. It's good right here. I am hungry. Definitely. That was good right there. Sorry, you said I think my buddy Tyler wants to get a jacket. Okay. Okay, Tyler, tell Tyler to go on and get the jacket. Tell him to get the jacket. All right, so let's get into it. I hate reporting stories like this, but this has been a big one. It's been the talk. Well, it's been the talk. Well, that's been the well. For the most part, this story has been the talk for about almost the last 24 hours. Superstar running back Nick Chubb is done for the season due to a knee injury he suffered last night during the Monday Night Football game against the Steelers. The Browns were driving down the field and Chubb was in the red zone, and he ended up being hit low by Minkah Fitzpatrick right at about the 2 or 3 yard line. And it definitely did not look good. I'm not going to show you the injury because it's just too gruesome to see. But yep, Nick Chubb, he's done for the season. And he's definitely been nothing but a class act since he's been drafted by the Browns in 2018. He's been an all-pro, multiple Pro Bowler. Every season he's had over 1,000 rushing yards and double-digit touchdowns. But it's definitely sad to see him go out like that. Now, I give the Steeler fans that were in attendance last night props for being classy. They cheered Chubb as he was carted off. They also chanted his name. So I give them credit for that. You definitely don't ever want to see any players get hurt, especially in that fashion. Minkah Fitzpatrick also suffered a chest injury due to that. I don't know what's his status, but I hope he's all right as well. But it's just a shame to see Nick Chubb go out like that. He's one of the best, if not the best, running back in the NFL. And this may be career injury, and I hope not. But definitely don't want to see a guy like that go out because he's one of the star backs of this league. Now, some fans debate whether the hit was dirty or not. I don't know. I don't know what to think. So I can't answer that question right now. But now the Browns, they have to find a replacement for Chubb. I heard that they're in talks with bringing Kareem Hunt back to the Browns, who was Chubb's running mate for 3 years here in Cleveland. That would be a nice pickup. He knows the offense. He knows what Stefanski wants to run, and also I think he's still a pretty serviceable running back. I mean, come on, just a few years ago, the man was the rush leader. But it's just sad to see Nick Chubb go out that way and have his season end that way. Definitely don't want to see that. But prayers for Nick Chubb. I pray he has a speedy recovery, and I hope he can definitely come back next year. Weezy said hopefully he can recover and come back after that next season. Story said that is what won us the game. Our defense could not stop him. But yeah, you don't want nobody hurt either. He said I was at the game and it was such a sad moment and it was so sad to see. Said pray for a speedy recovery. Sorry said I don't think it was a dirty hit. Browns in the red zone. Minkah was just trying to stop him from a touchdown. Just unlucky play. Okay, well, I'm gonna flip it. Say if Denzel Ward would have did the same thing to George Pickens, would you say the same thing? I'm not being bitter here. I'm just asking, would you say the same thing, or would you say it was dirty? Just curious. Or say if Miles Garrett would have done the same thing to Kenny Pickett on a run play. Yep, just curious. Weezy said that's good points, QC. Thank you. Sorry, you said he kind of got wedged between two players. I don't think anyone meant to hurt him. Okay, that's one way to look at it. But I'm just saying, would you feel this if the same thing that happened to Chubb last night happened to George Pickens, say due to say Denzel Ward, if he would have done the same thing, would you feel the same? What would you feel the same way, or would you say that was dirty? Because, and I'm not saying you specifically, but some fan bases, when things go their way, they have one outlook, whereas one fan base has another outlook. Get some more of this chicken. Sorry, you said you are right. I would be very upset and probably think it was dirty. Okay, I give you credit for being honest. I give you credit for at least being honest. Because some fans say, oh, because some fans want to make themselves as objective as they can, but when it's your team, you're not going to be objective. By a good 90, I say 95% of sports fans in general, no matter the sport, are subjective. Sorry, you said their backup Ford wasn't looking too terrible though. Yeah, Jerome Ford did have a did have a real good game in Chubb's absence. He had over 100 plus rushing yards. Y'all said, what do you think of Kareem Hunt? Maybe. Yeah, the Browns are in talks with him. I heard today he went to visit with them. Kareem Hunt would be a good pickup. I think he still has something left in the tank. It'll be a familiar face. Also, he knows what kind of offense Kevin Stefanski runs, and most of the coaching staff is still there. So it would be a fit. And it will be interesting to see what he can do as the number one running back again. If it comes to that. Weezy said Ford looked great last night. I think he should be a good replacement for Chubb if they don't pick up someone else. True. Story, you said he knows the playbook. It would be a good fit for the time. Yeah, it would be. He definitely knows the playbook. So it wouldn't be too much. It wouldn't be too much of an adjustment period for him. Drop my dog on fork. Yeah, excuse me for a moment. All right. Sorry about that, good people. Wheezy says, I do think Kareem Hunt deserves a second chance. Yeah, definitely. Definitely think Hunt deserves a second chance. And if he does get picked up by the Browns, say after this season, this may if he does well in Nick Chubb's absence, that could definitely make his case to be signed to either be re-signed by the Browns or another NFL team. All right, on to my next story here. I don't really like talking about this dude, but this dude's starting to get on my nerves. Oops, excuse me. Oops, sorry about that. I accidentally hit the mic, muted the mic by mistake. Jason Whitlock recently on his show Fearless goes in on head coach Deion Sanders of Colorado and calls him a scam artist. Here's the audio clip from his show, and I'll be back with the rest of my take. All right, I hadn't heard enough. Now, Jason Whitlock is very out of pocket for trying to compare Coach Prime to Roy Johnson. Coach Prime did not create a fake school. He didn't scam kids and their parents out of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Roy Johnson did that. All Coach Prime did was go to take a job at a Power 5 school where the team was sorry. They only won one game last year. I mean, look, he may not get them to the college football playoffs or win a national championship this year, but hey, if they win, they've already won more games than they did last year. So that's an improvement. So whatever record they finish with at the end of the year is a great improvement over, what they had last year. And also, he wants to talk about how, how Snyder went into Kansas State and won a national championship, but feels like Deion should have did the same thing with Colorado State. A lot of those players were sorry, very sorry. Like, who's gonna want to keep a team together that only won one game last year? Look at Jimmy Johnson when he got to the Cowboys. They had only won one game prior to his arrival. Did he keep that same team? No, he did not. The general manager in the front office kept on drafting, signing free agents. Of course, they got drafted guys like Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, and the rest of those cats. And then, bam, they ultimately won a Super Bowl. What coach, I don't care if it's college or pros, are going to keep a team that has been losing for years and years? You can't name me one coach that's going to do that. You can't. And also, Jason Whitlock has a lot of racial tropes when it comes to other black people, because it's funny, you're not calling out Ohio State, you're not calling out Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, or any other Power 5 school who's been doing the same thing for decades. Colorado State is a new jack to this, saying, well, they're just they're giving them blank checks to buy players and coordinators, excuse me. Like, come on. Like, that's how all Power 5 schools have been doing it forever. But now when Coach Prime does it, is a problem. You didn't have a problem with Nick Saban doing it. You didn't have a problem with Dabo Swinney doing it. You didn't have a problem with Urban Meyer doing it or Jim Harbaugh. But now you got a problem with Coach Prime doing it. Like, how you gonna call? Like, you sit up and say you're a Christian, right? But all you do is sit up is just put down your brothers and sisters on a daily basis on national TV. No. I'm going to say public access, because that's what the Blaze is. It's nothing but the public access version of Fox News. We all know that. It's ran by Glenn Beck, who used to work at Fox News. And even though I am not a big fan of Fox News at all, but at least their product is more polished than the Blaze. They gave you a rinky dink set, Jason. That goes to show how much they care about you. But that's neither here or there. Now you sit up and say, now you try to call yourself trying to say, well, I'm holding black people accountable. But how are you holding black people accountable by just always talking about all this negative stuff they do? Every day on your platform is black this, black that, black. You never have anything positive to say about black people. And also, you want to act like there's only one way to be a Christian. Last time I checked, did Jesus ordain you to be the leader of all Christians across the world? Did he give you that anointing to tell how everybody should be a Christian? No, he didn't. How are you going to question Coach Prime's faith? Last time I checked, you supposed to only worry about your faith and nobody else's, because the Bible does say, "Judge not, ye be judged." So you're sitting up trying to go around pointing your finger, trying to look your nose down at Coach Prime and questioning his faith. Guess what? God's judging you too, Jason. And that's why people like you are dissuading people from the church because of your mindset. Because some of y'all in the Christian community, not all. Any Christian who's watching this, I ain't talking about all Christians. I'm just talking about some. If you're a Christian and you don't get down like that, this ain't about you. But you need to call those Christians out that are acting like that. Because I know y'all know some of your own churches that got that mindset that Jason Whitlock has. But you can't sit up and question somebody's Christianity because they're not doing it the way you want them to do it. That's not your place to tell somebody how they should do it. The only person who can say that they're doing it wrong or right is God himself, not you. You are not the beginning or the end. You are not the Alpha or the Omega. Okay? There's only one Alpha, there's only one Omega, there's only one beginning, there's only one end, and he has the ultimate say over who's praising him right or wrong, not you. And that's the problem with a lot of you Christians. Y'all just want to put on this perfect persona and don't want to let anybody know that you're imperfect just like the rest of us. Okay? You're just like any one of us, Jason. But instead of trying to uplift your brother and try to talk to him, you want to demonize him just for a bag. Like I said, man, you don't care about Coach Prime's spirituality. You don't care about his faith. You don't care about none of these students because you put out a tweet saying that one of his players deserved to be targeted due to the fact of how Coach Prime was talking. So you really show yourself in that tweet. Like I said, you supposed to be so Christian, but instead of praying for that young man's health and praying he has a speedy recovery, you take an opportunity to tear him down just because you don't like his coach. I mean, what 50-some-year-old man does that? You talk about Shannon Sharp, which I'm going to get to in a little bit, how he acted, but look at you. You're tearing down some, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid? What kind of grown man are you? That's why a lot of people don't respect you. And it ain't because of quote unquote wokeness. It's because of your mindset. That's why a lot of people in the community don't respect you because of your mindset. Because all you do is just tear down people in your own community. But when it comes to everybody else, you don't say shit about them. It's just you got all this venom for your own. You call your show fearless, but you are cowardly in every way. All right, good people. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back and let you hear a word from our partners at BetUs.com, where the game begins.
Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action.
All right, I'm back, good people. Get to y'all. Oh, sorry. Sorry, you said Coach Prime is a great look. What he has done to the team, to that team, definitely. Said Dion was just doing that was best for him and for his kids. Sorry, you said I'm with you 100%. Preach, QC. Well, Sawyer, thank you. Thank y'all. All right. Now, for those of you who are 18 and over, sorry, Sawyer, I had to put that in there. If you're looking for a great sports book, BetUs is the one for you. Whether you're betting on this NFL season, college football season, whatever your sport is, go to betus.com. Sign up with my link right now. And after you put down your first deposit, you'll get 125% sign up bonus. Just type in the promo code JOIN125 and you'll get that sign up bonus. You'll have more chances to bet, more opportunities to win, and you get easy payouts with your winnings. BetUs, where the game begins. Sorry says, yeah, you can't. Yep. You say you're a sophomore, right? So you got about another year or two. And also gamble responsibly. If you or you know someone that's having a gambling addiction, make sure you take them to your local Gamblers Anonymous immediately to get them help. That's another thing I got to put out there for all you that are into sports betting, etc. Just gamble responsibly. So I'll be able to use it soon. Okay. All right. Let's switch this back on a positive note. This is another story I've been meaning to talk about. Got to give congratulations to Miss Coco Gauff for winning the U.S. Open recently. She's the youngest to do it since Serena Williams did it over 20 plus years ago. Had to give her credit because that is definitely a major feat. Shout out to her. She did something that only another legend did by winning such a prestige, one of the biggest awards in tennis, one of the biggest championships in tennis. So definitely just had to give Coco Gauff her props. You know, I didn't see the U.S. Open, but I seen the highlights. The girl can play. She's definitely the next Venus or Serena. She's definitely gonna be the next major star in women's tennis. If she can stay healthy and keep it up, she's gonna be the next thing. I'm telling you, we're gonna be hearing about her in the next 20 years, just doing it on the tennis court. And I'm definitely proud of her. She's only 19 years old and she's already won something this prestigious. And I just want to say congratulations to Miss Coco once again. I'm very proud of her. And just to say, keep doing what you're doing. If she keeps at it, she's definitely gonna go a long way, and she's gonna have a great and illustrious career in tennis. So you said great job on her part. Definitely a great job on her part. Now, there's another Jason Whitlock related story I've been meaning to get into. And this is more recently. All right. On to this next story. This is involved Jason Whitlock once again. Recently on his show Fearless that airs on the Blaze, he threatened on the air that he will expose Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith. Now you all know Jason Whitlock and Shannon Sharpe were colleagues at Fox Sports 1. Shannon Sharpe was co-host of Undisputed with Skip Bayless. Jason Whitlock, he was the co-host of Speak for Yourself, which now goes by Speak with Colin Cowherd. Shannon Sharpe left back in June, right after the NBA Finals. Excuse me, due to reasons that haven't been explained. Jason Whitlock was basically let go from Fox Sports 1 2 years ago due to contract disputes. Now, Shannon Sharpe has not addressed the reason why he left Undisputed in Fox Sports 1, but Stephen A has. And basically, Stephen A said that Shannon left because of Skip Bayless. Now, we all know that Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith are co-hosting First Take together now, and it's done great ratings ever since Shannon Sharpe's arrival earlier this month. Here's what Jason Whitlock had to say about the possible exposing of Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith. Here's the audio. I'll be back with my take. All right, I heard enough from Jason Woodlock and Steve Kim, who does look like Kim Jong-un, by the way. I'm just saying he does. I'm not saying it to be trying to say anything greasy, but he does. He definitely resembles him. But back to the point at hand. Jason Woodlock is lying. None of us have heard anything from Shannon Sharpe ever since he's left Undisputed and Fox Sports 1. That's been Stephen A saying all this. Now, if Jason Woodlock had all this stuff that he wanted to expose, why didn't he expose it? Why didn't you? You talking about his HR file? Like, who are you? Are you the head of human resources? Were you a prominent executive at Fox Sports 1? Why did they let you go? Okay. Why did they let you go, Jason? You can't sit up and say because of contract reasons. They wanted to give you the same amount of money that they were paying you before. You wanted a higher salary, so you went down with it. Fox Sports just let you walk. And also, it's not just Skip Bayless excuse me. And Steve Kim sits up and says that, somebody is a big fan of Shannon Sharpe would try to do something to Skip Bayless. Nobody wants to do anything to Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless has had that coming for a while because a lot of athletes wanted to lay hands on Skip. But they were told not to do it. And Skip has said a lot of greasy things about people in the past. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He accused Troy Aikman of being gay. Like, Troy Aikman was? What was that business of Skip's? That was none of that man's business. And Jason Woodlock talks about how emotional Shannon Sharpe is. Jason, anytime anybody criticizes you or you get a lot of criticism, you sit up and get very mad and emotional. Matter of fact, a lot of people have been criticizing you over this whole Coach Prime thing. You've got mad over the black community calling you a sellout. Well, if you such this alpha male and all this masculinity and whatnot, you wouldn't worry about what me or anyone else said about you, whether it's on platforms like YouTube, Twitter, or whatever social media platform. You would just ignore it. It would be water off of a duck's back. But no, you respond to it. I thought alpha males didn't do that. I thought alpha males didn't care about what anyone thought. They were comfortable in their own skin. They were secure. They had swag. But Jason Woodlock, you're not secure in your own skin, because if you were, you wouldn't even say one word about it. It's getting to you. You know it's getting to you. You talk about Shannon Sharpe being emotional and Deion Sanders and he and Deion Sanders being effeminate. Dude, you act way more feminine than they do. Because what other man sits up and constantly gossips about other men on a day-to-day basis? That's what females do. Females gossip. That's not a male trait. That's a female trait. All you do is sit up and gossip about other men, especially other black men. And let's keep it real. The real reason why you want to go at Shannon Sharpe is because he went to Fox Sports 1 execs on your ass. If y'all don't know this was about a good 7 years ago. Jason Woodlock, when he was co-hosting Speak for Yourself, was going to do a skit of Colin Kaepernick where he was going to be played by Kid. Yes, that Kid. Yes, Kid from Kid and Play, a.k.a. Christopher Reeve. And Shannon Sharpe told the Fox Sports 1 execs not to let Woodlock do that skit because of all the backlash that was going to come along with it. So they took Shannon Sharpe's side. And also, people saw the pictures on social media. A lot of black people, especially a lot of black celebrities, really went at Woodlock and Fox Sports 1 for even approving that skit. And that skit never saw the light of day. And Jason Woodlock has had it in for Shannon Sharpe ever since then. Jason Woodlock is not fooling anybody, but he wants to talk about dudes acting feminine and talk about all this masculinity, but you have this vendetta against the dude from 7 years ago, like a high school girl. How does that make you look masculine? That doesn't make you look masculine. That makes you look very feminine. But everybody knows Jason Woodlock is insecure, very insecure, because he keeps on bringing up things from the past. He keeps on talking about ESPN, why he got fired from there, talking about he was too manly for him. No, you just suck. Jason Woodlock is a jealous dude. He's jealous of the fact that Shannon Sharpe has done all the things he wanted to do. He's jealous of the fact that Shannon Sharpe played in the NFL. He never got past college football because all he did at Ball State was eat ballpark franks. But that's another discussion for another time. And with that NFL career, Shannon Sharpe was a multiple All-Pro, multiple Pro Bowl appearances, a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Excuse me. Also, after that, he transitioned into media. He was on CBS for 10 years with the NFL Today. Of course, he got fired, but it wasn't for the reasons he got fired. He got fired because of a stalker. It wasn't because of him. But then he was on ESPN for a minute. They kept bringing him back. And then Fox Sports 1 picked him up and paired him with Skip Bayless and put him on Undisputed. And that was a hit show for 7 years. Then the podcast he created during the pandemic, Club Shay Shay, that became an instant hit. And now, ever since he's got on First Take with Stephen A., their ratings are through the roof. So everywhere Shannon Sharpe has been, no matter if he got fired or he left, he's always had success on those platforms, and he's always drew in raise. Now, flip side with Jason Woodlock's been a failure everywhere he's been. He's been fired from the KC Star. He got fired from ESPN. Then Fox Sports 1 let him go. And now he's on the Blaze, the public access version of Fox News. So Jason Woodlock is mad that Shannon Sharpe and Deion Sanders have the careers that he wanted. I mean, come on. Deion Sanders has toes missing, and he can still pull more women than Jason Woodlock. But that's all it is. And Jason Woodlock needs to watch himself. He wants to have this arrogant, holier-than-thou attitude talking about exposing people. Jason, I'm sure you got a lot of skeletons in the closet too, dude. So you better watch out, because somebody can expose you one day. Don't think you can't be exposed either. Because some of you Christians do think like this. Y'all think just because y'all Christians and y'all saved by God's grace that nobody can expose you, nobody can say nothing to you, that you're above reproach. Let me tell you something. You're not above reproach, no matter if you're a Christian or not. So you need to cut it out before somebody starts exposing you. All right, see a lot of people in the chat. Excuse me. What's up, Bruce? How you doing? I'm doing all right. Sorry says, I'm not a fan of Jason Woodlock. He is a bum. QC said, I feel you 100 on Jason Woodlock, as he the coward who the sellout, and I feel he even worse than Skip Bayless and Stephen A. And they both are worst of all, but not as bad as Jason Woodlock. Sawyer says, yeah, Bruce, Jason is a sellout. Oh, excuse me. Bruce, you said, Sawyer, I feel you 100, as he has also been sorry when he don't get to heaven. And Bruce says, I feel Fox the racist network, as they like Trump, and he the number one racist, and Jason Woodlock like Trump as the liar and cowherd and sellout. And that's another thing. Now you're saying that you're supposed to be this Christian, but you sat down with Trump, who ain't a Christian at all, who's done way more ungodly things. But you want to call Coach Prime ungodly? Nah, dude. I'm like LeVar Ball. The only thing Jason Whitlock can comment on is snacks. And that's another thing. He takes a shot at a lot of black men. Black fathers, period. He took a shot at LeVar Ball. He tried to dog him as a parent on how he was raising his sons. That's not your place to tell that man how to raise his kids. Excuse me. Now, do I agree with everything LeVar Ball has said and done in the past? No. But when it comes to being a father, that's one thing I would never do. I don't criticize any man or woman how they raise their kids because that's not my place. And that wasn't Jason Whitlock's place either to talk about his kids talking about, oh, they're afraid of him and whatnot. But you're the main one who yells about, oh, there's not enough black fathers in the home. But here you're diminishing a black father. You even diminished LeBron when he was at his own son's game, cheering him on. Like I said, Jason Whitlock doesn't care about the community. He hates his own community. But you'll sit up and have Brett Favre, the welfare king, on your show. And he even called you out for how you were going in on Coach Prime. Of all people. Talk about irony. Bruce said, man, you missed it, Bruce. I had some broccoli and chicken. You missed it. All right, good people. I'm going to take another commercial break. I'll be right back, so don't go away.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUs.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.
All right, I'm back, good people. About to wrap this up. Bruce, you said you always get the good food. What's up, B Diggs? Nathan, what's up? I'm doing good. About to wrap this show up. Also, just want to make note what I said a few moments ago about Coach Prime. I wasn't making fun of Coach Prime's disability. I was just pointing that out. The reason why he ended up losing a couple of his toes due to the fact that he had a bacterial infection some years ago. So just wanted to make that clear that I wasn't trying to make fun of his disability. I was just making a point. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for joining me on this Tuesday night. I'll be back tomorrow at 8:30. I appreciate all you tuning in, whether you tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. I greatly appreciate it. Good night, go Caps. Can't wait to do this again tomorrow night. So until then, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. Salute. Y'all be safe. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy your day tomorrow. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow.